Right, there are a few definitions that you need to know, and they're up here: terms, coefficient, a constant term, and like terms. So the first thing I want to do is look at those individually. Terms are expressions that are those parts that are separated by addition or subtraction signs. Coefficient is the number that's in front of any variable. And if we don't have any variables at all with it, that's called a constant term. Now, like terms are when they have the exact same letter with the same exponent. So we want to know how many terms are there in this algebraic expression. So there are 3 terms in this algebraic expression, 3 terms. What's the coefficient of the first term? Coefficient is 4. What's the constant term? That's 7. And what are the like terms in the algebraic expression? 4x and 5x have the same exact letters, same exponent, so they're like terms. The commutative property means moving. The associative property means grouping. And the distributive property means multiplying. So if we wanted to rewrite y plus 6 in the commutative property, we just change the order. We move it around. If we have 5x, we could make it as x5. Associative means we can regroup without changing the order. So if I regroup the 3 and the 8 together, I've done the associative property. And I could regroup the 8x. Actually, I have to keep the order the same. So I can do this problem as regroup the 8 and the 4 together with and then the x. Multiplying is the distributive property. So all we're going to do is multiply, and I'm going to change this, multiply over parentheses. So in this case, 6 times x is 6x, and 6 times 4 is 24. And there's the distributive property. Combining like terms means to add or subtract, and like terms means same letter and same exponent. So if they have that, we can combine them. So our first example right here, we have 7x and 3x. X is the same with the same variable, so we can add the numbers, and the letter stays the same. So the letters don't get added, just the numbers. And in this case, we subtract, so we get 5a. An example over here, we have more than 2 terms, but we still combine only the things that are alike. So the 8x and the 10x get combined to 18x. And we have the 7 and the 3. They have no letters, so they're constant, but they can be added. So we get 10, and so we get our answer. This problem down here, we can combine the 9x and the 5x, so it's 14x, and the 6y and the 2y to give us 8y. So we've combined like terms. These can't be added anymore because they're not like. Sometimes you have to do an expression where you have to do more than one of the properties. In this case, we have to distribute first. So I get 24x plus 21y. I just distributed this first one. And then the second one, I get 10x plus 2y. Now that I've done the distributing property, I can do combining like terms. So what I have is the x's are the same, so I can combine them. And the y's are the same, so I can combine them. And after doing that, I have my answer. That's combining like terms.